Davido gives a big shout out to our legendary Sound Sultan in his Just Job music video titled 10 Kilo, a very dope music video, and I must say that a big salute right there because Sound Sultan is a big legendary figure in the Nigerian music industry, and yes, Davido recognized that. I mean, that moment Davido paid tribute to Sound Sultan in his 10 Kilo music video wasn't just another celebrity shout out. For real, it was more like a cultural movement that connected two generations of Afrobeats. You know, when you look at the Sound Sultan generation and the Davido generation, you can tell that yes, Davido's generation giving big salute to their legendary predecessors, and right here Davido did that one. When you check out, you go check it out, barely 24 hours ago, the 10 Kilo music video dropped by Davido. You know, one would wonder, does Davido ever get time to rest at all? Like, man, does this man rest at all? You know, I usually say that if you really want to be successful in the industry, Davido is actually one good role model to actually emulate. For real, for real. And yes, this video was a cultural moment that connected generations of Afrobeats. As the vibrant visuals unfolded right before our eyes, you will see, if you go check out the video, you see that there's this powerful scene, you know, where plus-size models dance confidently in front of a backdrop featuring Sound Sultan's image. I mean, this wasn't just something random. It was more like a deliberate nod to Sound Sultan's 2013 hit Orobo. You know that Orobo track where it featured Excel? Yes, the track which celebrated curvy women at a time when few artists were pushing that message in Nigerian music. You know, everywhere in the internet is saturated with the petite figures, and we barely appreciate the curvy and chubby women that we have. I'm a big fan of chubby women. I love them so much. They know that I do. I would die for a chubby woman, for real. And yes, the parallels between 10 Kilo and Orobo goes way deeper than the subject matter. When you look very well, you see that both tracks carry that same unapologetic energy. You know, when you watch that Sound Sultan's video with Excel, you see how much, man, my Orobo, you say when you call her every detail, I call her every evening. Yeah, if you go listen to that track by Sound Sultan featuring Excel, Orobo, very dope one, and it goes way deeper than the subject matter as both tracks carry the same unapologetic energy, the same celebration of fuller figures without caveats or apologies. And that's a big one, you know, that's good, that's great. But then what makes Davido's tribute particularly poignant is the timing. I mean, Sound Sultan died 2021, and so we are in 2025, and barely do we hear anybody, you know, talk about Sound Sultan. And so it comes, you know, at the right time, in coming years after Sound Sultan's tragic passing from cancer in 2021. You know, at a moment when Afrobeats has exploded globally in ways that even Sound Sultan himself, you know, might not have imagined during his prime. And so we must say that everything that, you know, Afrobeats is today, we gotta give it a big shout out to the predecessors, you know, the ones who came before us, the forerunners. You know, they set the precedence for what we are experiencing today. Sound Sultan's legacy in Nigerian music cannot be overstated. For real, everybody knows Jabajantis, you know, very dope song. He was vocal about the political crisis. He was vocal about economic crisis. He was always vocal, and he used his music as an instrument over here in Nigeria, and every single way that he could. You know, this was an artist who dropped game-changing tracks like Jabajantis. You remember Jabajantis? Natural Something, where he featured Basket Mouth. That dope song, you know, man, that song very danceable, and he was able to blend social commentary with irresistible beats. I'm telling you, and it's a fact. You know, he wasn't just making hits during his time. Sound Sultan was shaping culture, an impact of which today is a real testament. Whether it was calling out politicians or celebrating the beauty society often overlooked. And that's why you see his death hit the industry so hard. You know, man, Sound Sultan's tragic passing, damn, it hit the industry very hard, that even till date, you know, we still do not have a replica for Sound Sultan. We do not have a replacement for him, and we had so many tributes that were pouring in from everyone, including Two-Face, Burna Boy, and the likes, you know. And so what set Davido's homage apart is how organic it feels. When you look very well, you see that the track, the energy, everything, it isn't a forced collaboration or some posthumous feature. No, it's not like that. It's one artist recognizing another's influence through the language that they both speak best, which is music. And so that's the good thing about Davido. He's not ashamed to uphold your legacy, to always show that respect. Davido is never ever afraid or ashamed of that. The placement of South Sudan's image in that particular scene, surrounded by confident dancing women, perfectly bridges their shared vision of body positivity in Afrobeats. For real, I'm not lying. Yes, it bridges that shared vision of body positivity in Afrobeats. And so now as we sing about the petite ladies, we also balance it up with the curvy ladies, because yes, it takes two to tango, and so we need both sides of the angles. The moment speaks to how musical legacies live on. I mean, while Fela's influence is often celebrated everywhere around the world, I think that Sound Sultan's contributions sometimes fly under the radar in mainstream conversations, because when you look, you see Davido's tribute helps to correct that, introducing Sound Sultan's pioneering spirit to newer fans who might only know him by name, or the ones who might even have forgotten him. It's like a reminder that today's Afrobeat stars stand on the shoulders of artists who pushed boundaries when the genre wasn't the global force it is today. Another genre I would really like to see is the rap. Rap has been staggering, it's still staggering. I don't know. MI came, he tried to, he collected the baton from Mod 9, pushed it, and right now, I mean, AQ is doing a great job, but still rap is still at the back seat. And so we hope, just like the likes of Davido and Whiskey and Burna Boy and Buju and Omale and Rema, all of these figures continue to push Afrobeats further. We hope that rap, reawakens back here in this climb. There's something beautifully secular about seeing an artist like Davido, now one of Africa's biggest global ambassadors, and then you watch him pay his respect to one of the architects of the sound. I mean, it shows how culture evolves while staying rooted. How new hits can also carry old messages forward. I mean, they say the past always relieves itself in the present. And yes, in this 10 kilo, Davido has shown us how much Sound Sultan still lives on, his legacy and his legendary status. And so the 10 kilo tribute isn't just about looking back at all. The 10 kilo tribute isn't just about looking back, if you look very well. To me, I see it's more about ensuring Sound Sultan's influence, solidifying it, and showing how it continues to shape Afrobeat's future. So it's a big shout out to Davido, I must say. A big congratulations to him. And yes, man, this is one of fine, wonderful video. Go check it out. The 10 kilo track, the 10 kilo music video. It dropped barely 24 hours ago, and it's a dope video. I hope you go check it out. And I'm out.